History remembers people in strange ways. Some are celebrated for their achievements, others condemned for their mistakes. But what if a person could change their legacy, not by rewriting the past, but by reshaping the future? This is the story of Alfred Nobel, the man branded the Merchant of Death, and the $340,000 fortune that he used to fight against his own reputation. The question is, did that money truly rewrite history? Alfred Nobel was born in Sweden in 1833. He was a brilliant chemist, engineer, and inventor. But above all, he was fascinated by explosives. In the 19th century, construction and mining were dangerous and inefficient. Nobel's invention of dynamite in 1867 changed everything. For the first time, humans had a relatively stable and portable explosive that could blast tunnels through mountains, clear mines, and reshape landscapes. It was a breakthrough that earned Nobel international fame and immense wealth. But there was a darker side to dynamite. While it was created for construction, it quickly found its way into warfare. Armies realized its devastating power on the battlefield, and Nobel began to be associated with bloodshed and destruction. Instead of being remembered as a genius inventor, whispers grew that he had become wealthy by selling tools of death. This reputation reached its peak in 1888, when a French newspaper mistakenly published Alfred Nobel's obituary, after confusing him with his deceased brother Ludwig. The headline was brutal: "The Merchant of Death is dead." The article condemned Nobel as a man who had found ways to kill more people, faster than ever before. Imagine the shock of reading your own obituary and discovering that the world views you as a villain. For Nobel, this was a turning point. He realized that if he died at that moment, his legacy would forever be tied to war and destruction. But Nobel was also a visionary. He believed science and invention could serve humanity, not just harm it. So he made a decision that would change how history remembered him. When Nobel died in 1896, he left behind a fortune equivalent to $340,000 in today's money. Instead of giving it to family or investing in business, he placed it into a trust to fund annual prizes for those who had conferred the greatest benefit to mankind. These prizes would honor achievements in physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. The Nobel Prizes were born from this vision. The irony is striking. The man who invented dynamite, a tool of war, would forever be remembered through the Nobel Peace Prize. Each year, laureates are celebrated for advancing knowledge, healing the sick, inspiring with words, and promoting peace. Nobel, the so-called Merchant of Death, became a symbol of progress and human achievement. But can $340,000 truly rewrite history? The answer isn't so simple. Critics argue that Nobel's fortune didn't erase the fact that his invention caused untold destruction. Dynamite was used in wars long after his death, and explosives inspired deadlier weapons. In this sense, his legacy can never be separated from violence. Yet the Nobel Prizes undeniably reshaped the world's memory of him. When people hear the name Nobel today, they don't think of dynamite. They think of Albert Einstein receiving the Physics Prize, Marie Curie winning 2 Nobels, Martin Luther King Jr. being honored for his fight for civil rights, or Malala Yousafzai standing for education and peace. Nobel's name has become synonymous not with death but with excellence and hope. The Nobel Prizes also had a ripple effect beyond his reputation. By rewarding innovation and peace, Nobel's money incentivized progress. Many breakthroughs that define our modern world, like the discovery of penicillin, advancements in quantum physics, or global human rights efforts, were amplified by Nobel's vision. Without his $340,000 fund, history might not have celebrated or supported these achievements in the same way. Still, the story forces us to wrestle with a bigger question: can money truly buy redemption? In Nobel's case, $340,000 didn't erase his role in the creation of dynamite, but it did give humanity a reason to remember him differently. Instead of being condemned as a villain, he is now celebrated as a benefactor of peace. Perhaps money can't change the past, but it can change how the future remembers the past. Today, more than a century after his death, the phrase Merchant of Death has all but vanished, while the Nobel Prizes stand as one of the most prestigious honors on the planet. For many, that is proof that Nobel's gamble worked. So did $340,000 defeat the Merchant of Death? The answer is both yes and no. The dynamite remains etched into history as his creation, but the Nobel Prizes continue to shine as a testament to his desire to be remembered for something greater. In the end, Alfred Nobel proved that while money cannot erase what we do, it can shape the story of who we become.